Alwyn-Jones reporting for Travel Mode TV from the Australian Tourism Exchange 2008 in Perth, and we've had some interesting discussions with people in some very exciting times and some very challenging times for the travel and tourism industry. And we spoke with our friends at Qantas earlier on, and in that vein, and it's very relevant that we have a chat with Virgin Blue and Stefan Pichler,
exactly,
who's the Chief Operating Officer of Virgin Blue. Stefan's from Germany, but he's been in Australia a while. He keeps calling me mate, which is cool. So Stefan, thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thanks, mate.
It's a big period, isn't it? I mean, it's a massive sort of time for the aviation business at the moment, and some of the issues you're facing, and you released some information to the stock exchange last week. So tell us a little bit about that and how you're dealing with this crisis, I suppose, or what we're heading for is a potential crisis.
Yeah, first you're right. Airline business is a volatile business, and every business which is highly geared with assets and gets into troubled waters like that, like we have in the airline industry with the high fuel prices, has some challenges, but the challenges can also be transformed into opportunities.
Absolutely.
So we fight in maximizing and optimizing our potential to get the best start once the clouds move on. So of course we were forced to adapt ourselves to the high fuel prices, which means we have announced on Friday to the Australian Stock Exchange that we are going to run through a program of about 50 million of identified savings in the 8 or 9 fiscal years via a cost reduction program. We also have finished a review of our network, which means we keep on with our New World Carrier strategy. We keep the footprint of Australia, but we are going to retire around 4 aircraft from domestic Australia to redeploy it. Oh, we don't have any old aircraft. We have brand new aircraft, 737, 738s, and now the Embraers. So it's not a matter of retiring all aircraft, but it's a matter of redeploying aircraft from the Australian domestic network to some of our overseas operations. Okay. And that's what we have been doing. And of course, this review is also looking at all the domestic flights and routes and somehow reassigning flights and aircraft capacity more profitable routes and getting out of some less profitable routes. But in reality, we keep the footprint in Australia, and we keep the strong support also here at ATE for the local tourism industry.
Sure. And the model of the New World Carrier is working in terms of you rolling out your premium economy as well?
Yeah, exactly. Which is, in reality, we try to chip away Qantas monopolies, which we have done with our frequent flyer program Velocity, which we have been doing with the lounges, more to come, and of course, which we have been doing in getting into the corporate market and getting into the government market. And so we were asked by our customers, by our guests, to offer something more in our domestic network, and we have launched the premium economy in May.
Now, you talked a little bit about cuts, okay? $50 million worth of cuts, okay? And you talked about where those are going to come from, but there were reports there would be redundancies or so on, and yet there are reports there are no redundancies. Can you clarify that?
No, of course not. Because we have a fantastic team, and our competitive advantage in reality is the people who work for us, Virgin people, on board, on the ground, in the management, everywhere. So of course we try to keep our people on board, because having this fantastic team enables us to have a quick start. It would be very stupid to get rid of some.
Sure. Okay. Well, moving on to the Australia, very exciting times ahead. The 787s are probably at this moment in time being painted or something somewhere in the world.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's hope so. So no delays on the launch of the Australia as a result of all this? Everything's still on target?
Everything is still on target. The Australia is very exciting for us because it's a different kind of business model. It's a more revenue-driven business model because you have these high fares for long flights, and the differential in cost is less significant to any other airline because you just fly for whatever 14 hours. So we have a fantastic product, 3-class product, business class with flat beds, premium economy class and economy class, and it's still all on schedule rollout. We hope that the first aircraft come here end October and then start flying on the 15th of December, right before Christmas. We love it.
Yes, perfect, Simon. Well, Stefan, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to speak with us. And in these difficult and challenging yet exciting times, good luck to Virgin Blue and to Brett and the team.
Thanks, mate.
John Alwyn-Jones reporting for Travel Mode TV from the Australian Tourism Exchange 2008 in Perth, Western Australia. And I've been speaking with Stefan Pichler, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Virgin Blue.